Hill. The dense jungles of Borneo were unlike any the team had encountered before. Towering trees with thick canopies obscured the sun, casting an eternal twilight below. The air was thick with humidity, the scent of damp earth, and the distant chirping of unseen creatures filling the atmosphere. Days turned into nights, and nights into days as they trekked deeper. Their compasses, for reasons unknown, began to act erratically, their needles spinning without direction. Captain Lewis, usually unflappable, looked on with growing concern. The map, though detailed, provided little guidance in the maze-like undergrowth. Yet it wasn't just the physical challenges that tested the team's resolve. As they ventured further, an unsettling sensation grew. Every rustle in the underbrush, every distant animal call seemed to be accompanied by a soft, almost imperceptible whisper. At first, they dismissed it as tricks of the mind, the result of fatigue and the eeriness of the unfamiliar terrain. But one evening, as they gathered around the campfire, Dr. Thompson, with a pale face, played a recording she had secretly made earlier. Amidst the sounds of the jungle, there it was, the unmistakable murmur of hushed voices speaking in a tongue none recognized. The team exchanged nervous glances. Amelia, her journalist instincts kicking in, began documenting these strange occurrences in her notes, dubbing them the whispers of the unknown. Determined to unravel the mystery, they pressed on, drawn deeper into the heart of the jungle by the allure of Silent Hill. But with each step, the line between reality and the unknown grew thinner, and the whispers, ever present, grew louder. Weeks of arduous travel led them to a clearing where the jungle's dense foliage gave way to reveal an awe-inspiring sight, the sprawling ruins of an ancient city. Time had draped its structures in a blanket of moss and vines, but the grandeur of its past was undeniable. Towering stone edifices, archways leading to shadowed corridors, and statues with faces worn away, but eyes that seemed to watch with silent intensity. The city, though abandoned by its inhabitants, did not feel empty. An oppressive silence hung in the air, one that seemed to absorb sound rather than allow it to echo. It was as if the very stones and trees were holding their breath, waiting. Dr. Thompson, her historian's curiosity piqued, noted the architectural style was unlike any known civilization. It hinted at a culture, both advanced and ancient, one that had thrived and vanished long before history's recorded pages began. As the team explored, they found a central plaza dominated by a large, ornate fountain. Its waters were long gone, but at its base lay a single, pristine lily, untouched by time. The sight was both beautiful and unsettling. That evening, they set up camp amidst the ruins, the flickering flames of their campfire casting eerie shadows on the walls. Yet, as night deepened, the whispers returned, now clearer than ever. They seemed to emanate from the very stones beneath their feet, and the wind rustling through the skeletal remains of the city. The ruins of silence, as Amelia began to call them, held secrets, whispers of a past waiting to be heard, tales of a city that once was and the shadowy reasons for its fall. As dawn's first light painted the ruins in soft golden hues, Robert, while examining a collapsed archway, stumbled upon an old leather-bound diary. Its cover was embossed with the name Elizabeth Waters. Inside, the pages told a tale more haunting than the whispers themselves. Written in a delicate script, Elizabeth chronicled her unexpected arrival in the city over a century ago, having been separated from her own expedition. The early entries spoke of her wonder at the city's beauty and the kindness of its inhabitants. They lived harmoniously, their lives intertwined with the very essence of the land. Yet, amidst her awe, Elizabeth noted an undercurrent of fear among the people. They spoke in hushed tones of the Silent Ones, guardians of the city's sacred heart. As days turned into weeks, the diary's tone shifted. Elizabeth wrote of nights disturbed by the very whispers the team now heard, of shadowy figures seen from the corner of her eye, and of a haunting lullaby sung by an unseen chorus. Her final entries were frantic, filled with dread. "The Silent Ones are real," she wrote. "They are not guardians, but prisoners, bound to the city by an ancient curse. Their whispers are not warnings, but pleas for release." The last page bore a hastily drawn map, highlighting a temple at the city's heart, with a single word inscribed beneath, "Beware." Sir William, reading the chilling accounts aloud, felt a weight of responsibility. Elizabeth's words were a beacon from the past, a guide and a warning. The team knew their next destination, the temple, But with that knowledge came the realization that they were not alone in the ruins, and the whispers held a truth they were yet to fully grasp. Nights in the ruins took on a surreal quality. The team, once bound by enthusiasm, now found themselves tethered by an undercurrent of apprehension. The campfires, previously a source of warmth and camaraderie, now felt like the only barrier against the encroaching darkness and the ever-present whispers. Each night, the murmurs grew more defined, no longer just formless sounds, but voices, each distinct, echoing tales of longing and despair. The team would awake to find items misplaced, footprints not matching any of their own, and an increasing sense that they were being observed from the city's many shadowed corners. Dr. Thompson, with a historian's need to understand, attempted to decipher the whispers. They spoke of an age-old ritual, a binding pact that trapped souls within the confines of the city. These spirits, the silent ones, were neither malevolent nor benign. They were simply trapped, their voices echoing their desire for release. Captain Lewis, ever the pragmatist, insisted they maintain a night watch, but those on duty would often report seeing fleeting figures in the periphery of their vision, disappearing when confronted directly. Amelia, usually so focused on documenting every detail, found herself struggling. Her notes became disjointed, filled with questions and sketches of symbols seen in dreams. One recurring image was the temple, its entrance guarded by two massive stone statues, their eyes hollow yet glowing with an otherworldly light. Robert, already shaken by his discovery of Elizabeth's diary, began to distance himself, muttering about voices calling him, guiding him towards the city's heart. As the days progressed and the team's journey took them closer to the central temple, the boundary between the tangible world and the ethereal realm of the whispers blurred. Silent Hill's grip on their minds tightened, and the team began to question what was real and what was a mere echo of the past. One misty dawn, as the first rays of sunlight attempted to pierce the dense canopy above, the camp was stirred by a sudden realization. Robert was missing. His tent lay open, belongings scattered inside as though he had left in haste. A trail of hurried footprints led away from the camp, deeper into the heart of the ruins. Panic gripped the team. Captain Lewis organized a search, with each member calling out Robert's name, their voices echoing eerily off the ancient stone walls. As they followed the trail, they came up on chilling signs. Pages from Elizabeth's diary torn and discarded, Robert's hat hanging from a tree branch, and most hauntingly, a series of symbols drawn in the dirt, eerily similar to those Amelia had sketched from her dreams. The trail led them to a vast underground chamber, its entrance guarded by the very statues Amelia had depicted. The atmosphere inside was stifling, the air thick with age and secrets. In the center of the chamber stood a stone altar, and around it, a circle of statues, each eerily resembling the members of the expedition. Dr. Thompson, her voice trembling, noted that one statue was distinctly fresher than the others, its features bearing an unmistakable resemblance to Robert. His face was captured in a moment of shock and realization, his mouth forever open in a silent scream. Amelia, tears streaming down her face, whispered the chilling truth they all feared. He's become one of them. One of the silent ones. The weight of their situation bore down on them. The city didn't just whisper its tales, it claimed those who listened too closely. The expedition had lost one of its own, and the remaining members felt Silent Hill's pull stronger than ever. In the dim glow of torchlight, the chamber revealed more than just the haunting statue of Robert. Inscriptions adorned the walls, their ancient script detailing the city's history and the origin of the Silent Ones. With Dr. Thompson leading the translation, the team gathered to hear the chilling tale. Centuries ago, Silent Hill was a thriving metropolis, its citizens harnessing a powerful energy at the city's core. This energy, though a source of prosperity, came with a price. A pact was made with ancient spirits, allowing the city to flourish in exchange for a soul every decade. These souls would become the Silent Ones, guardians of the pact, forever bound to the city. Over time, the city's leaders grew greedy. They sought to break the pact, unleashing the full power of the energy for themselves. But their hubris led to their downfall. The spirits, angered by the betrayal, cursed the city. Every soul within its walls became a Silent One, their whispers a constant reminder of the city's tragic fate. Elizabeth Waters, during her time, had discovered this truth and sought to break the curse. But she too was ensnared, her voice joining the chorus of whispers. Sir William, his face pale, realized the implications. The map, the invitation to this city. It was a trap. We are the next souls they seek. Amelia, clutching Elizabeth's diary, pointed to a final passage. It spoke of a ritual, a way to appease the spirits and free the silent ones. But it required a sacrifice, a willing soul to take the place of the countless taken before. The weight of their journey, the loss of Robert, and the haunting whispers culminated in a single, pressing question. Who would pay the price to set things right? The revelation hit the team like a tidal wave. Silent Hill, with its haunting beauty and chilling past, was a snare, and they were its latest captives. But surrendering to despair was not an option. With grim determination, they devised a plan. Using Elizabeth's notes as a guide, they sought to recreate the ritual. It demanded a symbol of pure intent, a beacon to pierce the veil of spirits and guide the silent ones to freedom. Dr. Thompson, with shaking hands, offered her most treasured possession, a locket passed down through generations, symbolizing hope and perseverance. As night fell, the team gathered in the central plaza. Amelia, her voice quivering, began to recite the incantations from the diary. The air grew cold, the whispers intensified, and shadowy figures emerged, converging on the plaza. Sir William, holding the locket aloft, pleaded with the spirits. We understand the pain, the betrayal, but let this act of goodwill bridge the gap between our worlds. Release the souls bound to this land. The atmosphere was electric, the tension palpable. Then, a blinding light emanated from the locket, illuminating the city and silencing the whispers. One by one, the shadowy figures dissipated, their forms turning into ethereal lights, soaring upwards. As dawn broke, the team, exhausted but united in their purpose, made their way out of the city. The once oppressive atmosphere of Silent Hill now felt lighter, the curse seemingly lifted. Upon reaching the jungle's edge, Sir William sealed Elizabeth's diary and the map in a metal box, burying it deep beneath the earth. The secrets of Silent Hill, while revealed to them, were best left undisturbed, ensuring no one else would suffer their chilling ordeal. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Write in the comments what you think about this story.